Hey YouTubers, Electric Adventures here with a special 400 subscriber video. So recently I hit the level of 400 subscribers. Now I did do this about a week or so ago. It was actually during Spectrum Week. But then on the weekend, just at the end of Spectrum Week, I lost 10 subscribers when YouTube did the last cull. So I went down to 300 I was up to 406, I went down all the way down to 396. So it was actually lucky that I was busy doing Spectrum Week. So then I decided to, the more subscribers have come back in again. It's jumped up in a couple of steps, and I'm now at 407 subscribers today. So I thought, well, now it's safe. It's I've got a margin there, and it's not going to jump down again. And I won't be doing a 400 subscriber video without actually having 400 subscribers. So first thing I need to do is thank all of the people who have subscribed to me and who watch my videos and comment on a regular basis. It's one of the best things that I enjoy about YouTube is the interaction through the comments, commenting on other people's videos, them responding, and people commenting on my videos and responding. I try to respond to every comment where I can. Obviously it gets a little hard to go back and respond to all the ones on the older videos because you don't always get notified about them in the YouTube interface, and unless you go through every single email about a comment, you can sometimes miss one, so I apologise if I've missed a comment, but I do go back and check some of the older videos occasionally as well. I hope you've been enjoying my videos and what I've been putting out. I've generally settled down to particular types, which is, slowly building up my collection. And you notice there is still quite a focus on the actual retro computers because that's what I like the best, but I also do like my shoot 'em ups, and we'll continue to get the the shoot 'em ups, and the collection behind me has built nicely, as have the retro computers. Yeah, so to end out this piece, rather than do a new room tour, which I'll save for a little bit later, because it'll coincide with a quieter part of the year when I can clean the room up a bit, and I actually want to do a bit of video on each system, just to tidy things up a little bit. So for this 400 subscriber thing, thought I'd do something that I haven't done before, which was a question and answer. Now I know other people have done these and they can go on for a little while, but I haven't ever done one, so I thought it'd be a good idea. So in the comments section down below in this video, ask me up to 3 questions, and then I'll put together one or more videos answering those questions in order. So you can ask virtually anything that you like, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Alright, and also to round out this 400 subscriber special, I thought I'd show you something very special that I got only yesterday. I only found out about on Sunday night when a person I've only actually ever met twice in my life. I'll explain how I met him. I actually have another friend who I go and play tabletop war games with occasionally. Unfortunately, with the 4 kids and organising their lives, I don't have much time to actually go off and do those sort of things because war games do take a while. But I've got another friend who I've known for quite some time who regularly invites me onto these things, and I've gone along on a few occasions. On 2 of them I've met this one person who is an avid war gamer, and at one stage I was talking about my retro computer collection, and he was saying he had a couple of old computers as well. And that was all, and I didn't think any more of it. Well, I got an email from him on Sunday basically saying, "Are you that nerd I was talking to in the wargaming sessions who collects retro computers? Because I'm moving and I wondered if you would like to have my TRS-80 Model III computer." There we go, I'll give away the model. And I said, yes, I'm that nerd, and my word, but I like that computer. So I arranged things, and I happened to be doing a lot of shuttling for my kids around yesterday, near the area where he lived, so I arranged a pickup straight away, because he is trying to renovate his house quickly and tidy it up so he can sell it, because he's got a new house he's moving to. And we got there and got the computer, and we're basically just about to leave. And he said, "Oh, would you like some software as well? A whole heap of software. It's for the Apple. I don't know if you'd be interested in it." And I said, "Well, I'll have a look." And we went out, and there's his trailer ready to go to the tip with bits of plaster and everything like that on it. And there is this large box. He opens it up, and it's full of quite old software, and the majority of it is for the Apple. I've done a separate video where I go through the box, which I'll add on to the end of this. And he even grabs a large box out of the top and he says, "Oh look, we'll get rid of the bulk of it," and he proceeds to throw that box away. And I said, "Oh no," and I grabbed it and I said, "I'll take it all, don't worry about it, I'll sort it out." And you'll see why my heart almost missed a beat when he was going to throw out the item that was there. So as I said, the best way to round out such a level as 400 subscribers is to show you a pickup that basically, rather than an eBay purchase or whatever, it's just something that's come from the generosity of another person, and it is a magnificent pickup and really fits with things. The TRS-80 was the very first computer that I used back in the Tandy stores. They used to put up with us kids coming in there and playing on the computers. And also the TRS-80 DOS and the Basic is the version of Basic that was then used in the Spectrum and MSX machines, later enhanced obviously, so it's the first version of that one. So they're very interesting machines to me, and I'll have great fun reliving some time. So the machine works, as I'll also demonstrate in that part of the video. Alright, well I better, instead of waffling too much on this and taking up too much time, I'll bid you farewell and we'll go into the demonstration section. But before I go, once again, thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you for putting up to the random guff that I upload on YouTube. Feedback appreciated. I always listen, or read if you know what I mean, and try to act on any comments that anybody gives me. And I enjoy making YouTube videos and being part of the retro community. So, alright, without further ado, let's go do our demos.
From Radio Shack, the TRS-80 Model III. And at $200 off, it's a great value. Select from Radio Shack's huge program library. To aid your children's education, plan your personal and household budgets, or to entertain with fast-action games. You can even learn to write programs. The TRS-80 Model III, on sale for $7.99, only at Radio Shack and Radio Shack Computer Centers, the computer experts.
Right, here we go. Here's the unit. Comes with dust cover and everything like that, which is actually really good. It's probably why it's in such good condition. But Radio Shack actually made quite good quality stuff. So I'll obviously give it away. It's obviously from Radio Shack. And it's a TRS-80 Model III. It has 2 disk drives. I'm not 100% sure of the memory. There's a screen filter installed on here. And the keyboard's in reasonable condition. It's a little dusty. I haven't cleaned it up at all as yet, because it's been in storage for a little while. But it does indeed work. So I should have prepared the disc. So we'll put in this disc here, labelled TRS-DOS. Be careful sliding in the disc. 5 1/4 aren't rigid and you don't want to bend them. The power switch is located under here. Okay, so a start-up cycle and then it reads from the disc. Okay, so we've got a screen. I hope you can read that okay. So we need to put in a valid date. That's not right. So we want the month, 10, and you gotta put the time in as well. I'll just put in, round it off. Who cares about being accurate at the moment? Okay, so we're ready, and type the dir command, which gives you a directory, and that shows some files on the disk. A few interesting things on there. Obviously I'm going to have to, I really need to get a tripod set up, so it's very hard to take something like this and do something useful with it whilst you're trying to video at the same time. So, but I should be able to go into basic. I haven't tried that yet. How many files? Memory size, if you press enter it just gives you all of the memory. So now I mean, this is actually a really nice keyboard, so that's immediate mode, and then we could put in, oops, good old Hello World program. And run. And there we go. So it's a Z80A running at 2 MHz, being an older Z80A, and the system works quite well. I will try and dig out some of the games so we can, or games and some of the other things, and do a couple of demonstrations of those. But very appreciated getting a pickup such as this from a local one. I mean, these things, I mean, they're bulky, they're not necessarily heavy, but getting them transported and not having the screen damage is the main worry. So finding one locally from a person I've met a couple of times is very much appreciated. Now I'm going to rearrange this part of the computer display. I'm actually going to retire the Atari specific monitor because I have a SCART cable coming from the ST. I mean, it means I won't be able to use the ST in medium mode, but I can always get the monitor out when I want to do that, rather than having this monitor that's never turned on sitting here taking up room, and we'll be able to have the TRS-80 up there. I just need to build this shelf sitting here. I can make that a little bigger and make it a little wider, so I'm going to rebuild that. So let's move on to some of the items that came with this. Okay, so it came with a disk system owner's manual. It's all very you know, professionally done and made. Lots of good instructions, lots of very low down machine specific stuff as well. Comes with a proper TRS-80 line printer, version 8. Hooks up to the parallel cable that sticks out of the back of the machine. We have VisiCalc pocket reference and 2 different startup guides. One's basically disk and the other one's for a tape model. Now, also with it specifically this box of discs, so that's where I got the TRS-DOS from, and there are a few titles in here and there's some games and things. And there's the VisiCalc, there's the original Model 3 DOS disc there, small disc, so I'll need to get those out and have a bit more of a play. Alright, and now on to the mystery box. Alright, so this is the box that was sitting on his trailer, ready to go to the tip. It even had other rubbish on top of it, and he only mentioned it in passing. Now these are not for the TRS-80, although some of the discs very well could be in some of the loose boxes. I mean, for a start, even when he was giving the box, he said, "Oh, you don't want this sort of rubbish," and he grabbed this box and was chucking it into the rest of the trailer. I mean, there's nothing in this particular box, but there might be the loose information that comes with it. So that's suspended. There are game pieces and things like that in here that go with it. It doesn't actually say which system that particular one's for. So this is the Book of Wisdom. I'll have to figure out which game that one's for. You have to figure out that one. That one's a mystery. Okay, we have Overrun SSI for Apple, for Apple II. It looks quite interesting. We have Gundall Canal Champion, another SSI game. And that's Apple II as well. Uh, 50 Mission Crush role-playing game in charge of a B-17 bomber. I'm not going to open all this because it'll take too long. There's actually too much in here. We have Computer Ambush. Simulated video map display. Yep, Apple II as well. I think. Oh no, here we go. I correct myself already. So this is for Windows 95. We have Man of War 2, Chain of Command. Now that one sounds empty. Decisive Battles of the American Civil War. And that's for the Apple II. And just, you know, that one feels like it's got stuff in it. And I can see, I think most of the discs are going to be in this box here. We have Torpedo Fire for Apple II. Computer Air Combat. Ringside Seat. All these SSI games. Shattered Alliance. Another role-playing game. There's a loose disc here. Moon Patrol. The History of Britannia. I said I'll have to figure out which of these loose manuals go with which game. Here we go, Ultima 4 quick reference card. So some of this Ultima 4 Quest of Avatar. So there's an Ultima 4 in here somewhere. Right, we have a cloth map. And that's the Ultima 4 cloth map. Another box of discs here. These look like copied titles. Airline encounter and things. Yep, I'm not going to go into those two details because I don't want to damage anything. Right, we have Mobius. That feels pretty full. Russia, the Great War in the East, 1941-1945. The Warp Factor. So, you know, simple things on the outside, but I mean, like this one feels heavy. I'm going to open this one just to show you. Yeah, all the discs are in there. And lots of maps. Maps and books and other materials. So, you know, they're very similar to the board games that would have come out at the time. So we have Europe Ablaze. Wasteland, quite a nice cover on that one. Here goes an IBM win, Road War 2000. Germany 1985. Another tactical game. Pursuit of the Graf Spree. Apple again. Almost every single one's put back in its box upside down. Right, Demon's Winter. Another copy of Demon's Winter. There's a disc cover, we can use it for that disc. Alright, North Atlantic 86. Yeah, these are still all for the Apple in most cases. Reach for the Stars. I actually remember this one. I reckon there was a version made in Australia, that's why. I reckon this is out for other systems as well. Right, and also in here, what else we got? There's a board. Right, now that belongs with suspended, because it's pictured on the back of the box. So this is really hard cardboard, this one. And these are the markers. I've got 3 of them. It looks like there's supposed to be 6 of them. Not drop those. There we go, there's the holders for the suspended markers. There's another one of them. Some sort of handmade turn measurement. Whoops. We have a frightful picture there. Trying to figure out which belongs to which. I reckon that might be suspended again. So I reckon we're going to find all of the, so it's by Infocom, yeah, that's suspended. There we go. I actually think, and a whole lot of original registration material fell out of there. I think we're going to find all of suspended. It's an old pane thing. More brochures. Now in here we have Russia. Battles in Normandy. Dismantle a few normal discs as well. Get this big disc box out. And you see, as you can see, I think we've got all the original. See, Ultima 4, Ultima 5, Karateka, Computer Ambush. So there's lots, and there's oh, there we go. There's another Ultima 3, Russia Master Backup. Over, so I think we're going to have all of the discs for all of the games here. So what I'll do is I'll put them all back together. Reach for the Stars. Yeah, I think everything's covered off. This one mainly contains things like in here. I noticed another map. And that's the Ultima 5 map. I do have one disc that's unfortunately ended up down here. It's unlikely to work. It is only copied stuff though. And we have a box of, and then we've got a video cable, and then we've got another box of copied discs. There we go, it's an original Mac disc. Oh, sorry, not Mac. I found some Tandy discs actually. Some of these might work with a TRS-80. There's a lot of built. I'll try not to do them too much, but anyway, that's very, very interesting. I mean, but this box was just presented as, oh, I've got this pile of software that's going to the tip. Would you like it? as I was going out the door. It's always best to say yes, is the advice. So I don't have an Apple II. I don't know when I'll get an Apple II, but I'll clean up all of these and get all of the each software and each of them together as much as possible. I'm not sure whether I'll keep them. If anybody's got an Apple II and collects these sort of games, let me know and maybe we can trade for something. And obviously I need to go through all these lists and see whether any of them are Tandy ones. But a very welcome surprise. Alright, I'll catch you later.